By the way, I should also mention this, and for those that are writing this down, I want you to write this down. It's their God-given right to be stupid. It's their God-given right to be stupid. Now, I know that runs contrary to a lot of things that people say, right? Because the customer's always right? The client's right. No. The reality is the customer is rarely right. Why? Because they don't know what they don't know, right? We're all experts in whatever our business is. We do it day in and day out, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. The person that you're talking to may never have done this, ever, not once. They have preconceived notions, they have ideas, right or wrong, that they've built up over the course of their lifetime. Right? I work with a lot of people in the financial world, and they'll sit down, right? A financial planner will sit down with somebody, and they'll go through this very detailed financial plan. And they'll show, how, this plan pays for their kids' college and gives them a good retirement and, allows them to buy a house and put money in the bank and all these things. And on paper, it's there. It makes nothing but, on paper, it's perfect. And yet they don't do it. Right? People know if you're in business, do you think improved sales is something that you wouldn't benefit from? Of course. Right? If you're in an industry that caters to health, better health, lose weight, more energy, you would think that would be the kind of thing that would be easy to sell, right? That's the candy to a baby. And yet, every day, people continue to do things contrary to what they know is beneficial for them. They continue to smoke. Right? God-given right. Right? I like cigars. I have no illusions that cigars are good for me. Right? Are they going to hurt me every time I do it? Probably. People who like to drink, people who like to do risky sports. Right? I remember in my youth we used to race motocross. And, there but for the grace of God, I survived, not being killed many a time. Right? God-given right to be stupid. Same way in business. When we're talking to someone, we're talking to a prospect, we're talking about whatever product or service we prevail upon them with the idea that this will actually solve your problem, right? We're problem solvers looking for problems to solve. You bring me a problem, here's the solution to your problem. It should be a no-brainer for you to say yes. And yet, surprisingly, what do you not say? Yes, right? And I scratch my head and go, well, how come, why not, right? Everything's laid out for you. All the explanations are there. How could you say anything other than yes? And yet it happens all the time, right? The comfort level, the pain of change is greater than the pain of staying the same, even though staying the same might be uncomfortable, right? If I said you could lose weight and have a better life and it costs you $200 a month, you can get off all your pills that you're on, right? If you're diabetic, there's a good chance it's going to help clear that up for $200 a month, right? Which would be the cost of a nutritionist and maybe a personal trainer for a session or two. And yet, what will people not do? They still won't go. Even though they themselves know that they're overweight, they know they're sickly, they know they're taking too much medication, they know every day their life is getting shorter and shorter, not longer and longer. And yet they won't do it. The pain of giving up that $200 is worse than the pain of having a miserable life. So it's their God-given right to be what? Stupid. Right? Doesn't make them bad people, right? They just don't know what they don't know. The fear of change is greater than the fear of staying the same. And that's why in your follow-up, there's a point where you've just got to cut your losses. Right? You can't chase the same person over and over and over and over.